कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः
भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः
स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवांस्वस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः Vyashema means may our life ebb away such a way that we are doing the great things which are pleasing to the divine beings. We should not while away our time idling or doing the ordinary things. Our actions should be of our divine beings. Divine beings must be highly pleased with the way in which we lead the life. In the Upanishad talks about even divine beings envy the illumined people how they live, because they know that even in Swarga heavenly region, there is no possibility of going further higher. If they want to go any higher, they have to come back to planet Earth, do the sadhana to go up. Even in the Swarga, in the heavenly region, when the allocated punya is over, they have to come back. Kshine punye martya lokam vishanti. It is, they come back. After that, it's only spending. Like we are going on a holiday, how long we can be on holiday? As long as the money is there. When the money is finished, we have to come back to our native place. That is what the Upanishad also talking about. We should go beyond the heavenly region. Heavenly region, it is talking about the 7 levels of awakening the consciousness. Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Suvaha, Mahaha, Janaha, Tapaha, Satya. And beyond that one, that is the Mukta Loka. The Suvaha is only the 3rd level. Beyond that one, Mahaha means Mahatmas, where the Mahatmas dwell. And Tapa, next one is Tapa Loka, where Tapasvis, great Tapasvis go there. Tapaha, Janaha, Mahaha, then Janaha, Janaloka. Jana means Sajjana, great people. Tapaloka, Tapasvis, and beyond that one Satyaloka. Satyaloka in Srimad Bhagavatam talks about even Satyaloka, people are not absolutely happy. For happiness, you have to go beyond that one. That the Satyaloka is the final launch pad. Having gone there, for sure they will launch off. Until then, it is like a temporary residence. We have started on Mandukya Upanishad. The Mandukya Upanishad, it is Upanishad talking about Om, talking about wakeful, dream and deep sleep, talking about our past, present and the future, talking about the levels of Bhuloka, first level, Bhuvaha and Suvaha. Suvaha is a Swargaloka and intermediate, and Bhuloka. Here Swargaloka also can be extrapolated up to the Satyaloka. That is the preamble to this Upanishad. This Upanishad that talks about go to the fundamentals. We are so focused on the applied, the fundamental, what is the one from which everything has stemmed out. The fundamentals it talks about, what is that one? One is Om. Om is the fundamental from which everything has stemmed out. The one seed, it is a monosyllable, from the seed. The seed, in our yoga retreat also, I asked the question, what you want to take it when you go on a holiday. This one, this ultimate thing we can take is, it's which can be carried easily, portable. It is a womb. Womb is the shortest, the smallest, the word syllable. It's a womb. Womb is a monosyllable. Om iti, it is talking about, Bhagavad Gita talks about Bijamma Sarvabhutanam. It is a seed, great seed, seed of all seeds, from which everything has stemmed out. That is, this seed, Om is such a seed, it allows other seeds to come out and blossom. Still this seed remains intact. It is not getting deformed. It is such a seed, everything comes out, but still it remains intact. Regarding that seed, this Upanishad is talking about Omiti etad aksharam idam sarvam tasya upavyakyanam bhuta bhavat bhavishyati iti sarvam omkara eva. Ichanya trikalatitam tad omkara eva. Trikalatitam, this Om, Trikalatitam I mentioned, seed is such a seed, everything comes out, still it remains intact. Trikalatitam, it is not, it is beyond the concept of time. One who is caught up in the concept of time, subject to birth, existence, and decay, and departure, death, where Trikalatitam, it is not subject to any change. Imperishable. It is talking about Om iti etad. Om iti etad. It is talking about here, closer than the closest. It is not something far away. It is there within. Sarvam. From that seed, everything has come out. Tasya upavyakyanam. This Upanishad is talking about that seed, bhuta, bhavat, bhavishyati, past, present, and future. It is nothing but a manifestation of Om. And Echanya Trikalatitam, not only that one, it is not subject to the conditions of the time, past, present, and the future. In the Sarvam Hi Etad Brahma Atma Brahma Soyam Atma Chatushpat. This Om, though monosyllable, it extends itself into the three syllable and the fourth one. Trikalatitam. It is talking about Chatushpat, four-legged. Bhuta, past, present, future, and Trikalatita. The fourth one, it's existing on Chatushpat. Four-legged, it is standing on, and it is the three worlds. Everyone is going through the three world experience, wakeful, dream, and deep sleep. Wakeful experience, deep sleep, dream experience, and deep sleep experience. Jagarita, that Om, it is Jagarita sthano bahi prajna saptanga eka una vimshati mukha sthula book Vaishwanara pratama pada. Vishwa, that Om, four-legged, though it is one, each leg has a title. One leg gives us the experience of the outer world. Here, Jagarita Sthana. When I am awake, here Vishwa means introduces us to the outer world. Who introduces us? Vishwa. The Vishnu Sahasranama starts with Vishwam Vishnu Vashatkara. Vishwa, one who gives us the experience of the outer world. Outer world, yes, we have to have an experience of the outer world. Eyes are there. Eyes are there to see the beauty of the outer world. Yes, we have to see the outer world. Vaishwanara, it opens up our Ajna Chakra, Jagarita Sthana, Bahi Prajna, outside knowledge. The spiritual seekers got to have, and I spoke about Sanjeev Kulkarni. He did about 2 hours of recording, and he compiled it fast tracked to 2x or whatever, and 1.5 hour video. In that one also I talked about we yoga teachers or sadhaka, they say many people, they are not interested in the outer world. You have come to experience the outer world, not to negate that one. You should know the outer world, what is happening. You are not withdrawing totally and running away, but you at the same time know the limitation of outer world. We are existing on this platform. You should know that your the degree of freedom, know the limitation. Jagarita Sthana, Saptanga, to know the outer world, we need Tvak, skin, outer skin, inner skin, then flesh, body is made up of asti, bone, rakta, majja, meda. Meda means fat, majja means marrow. Body is built upon the 7 building blocks, and Eka Vuna Vimshati Mukha, it is 19 faces. We to experience the outer world, we need able karmendriyas, organs of action, organs of knowledge, and earth, water, fire, air, and the ether, and antakarana, mana, buddhi, ahankara, and chitta, which I covered in the previous one. We get the experience of outer world. And the next one, when my interaction is with the outer world finished, I slip into the deep sleep. Generally, when we are going to the sleep, we go to the different world. We can see before we go into sleep, into deep sleep, we experience some of the dreams, or sometimes when you are getting up, you again experience some dreams before you come out. The slow transition, or sometimes we are not going into deep sleep, only the dream world. We are only in the dream world, and that is called as swapna. Swapana means inner experience. Outer is closed. Vishwa has switched off the light. Vishwa has gone into this, switched off, and Dvitiya Pada, he has turned on the light here in the throat center. It is called as Taijasa. He started, for the outer, seeing the outer world, I need sun, moon, or electricity to see the outer world. Now in the dream, I see everything. What is that light? What is that light? That is called as Tejas. Tejas, it is also called as Taijas. Taijasa. Tejas means the light, inner light. We see that one. Swapnasthano anta prajna saptanga eka una vimshati mukha pravivikta book. Subtle experience, Taijasa Dvitiya Pada. Outside everything is gross. Now subtle experience. subtle experience, it is we are experiencing the subtle things. The subtler the experience, the happier you are. The grosser the experience, sorrower you are. The sorrow, you want to hang on to the grosser things. More and more gross things I want to hang on. Sorrow you are, because the residence time is shorter. The subtler the experience, higher is the joy. And here also the experienced by the body is required 7 building block. Saptadhatu, talking about tvak, charma, mamsa, asthi, rakta, majja, meda, and again 19 phases. Through 19 phases we experience the dream. 5 pranas, 5 upapranas, Naga, Kurma, Krikala, Devadatta, Dhananjaya, and Prana, Apana, Vyana, Udana, Samana, and Panchabhuta, 5 gross elements, and 5 manas, Mana, Buddhi, Ahankara, and the Chitta. 19 are required, and we covered that one. And what is in the dream, Vishwa is here. Vishwa switched off this one, has come here, Tejasa. Vishwa has merged with Tejasa in my dream. When I am going into the deep sleep, Tejasa and Vishwa, they slip in and merge with the next one is called as Prajna. Here, Yatra supto na kanchana kamam kamayate na kanchana swapnam pashyati tat sushuptam. That is sushupta. Sushuptastano eki bhuta prajnana ganam eva anandamayo hi ananda book. Cheto mukha prajna tritiya pada. This is talking about the third leg, third experience. The third leg, Bhagavan in the form of Prajna, we give whatever we have, only we can give. If I am happy, I can give only happiness to others. If I am sad, I am nothing but distributing the sadness. Whereas here it is talking about Cheto Mukhaha. Prajna, in deep sleep, we have no experience. Can you say Prajna, the God in the form of Prajna, has no experience? And Ajna, though he gives no experience, he is full of jnana and ananda. When we go deep sleep, we have no desire. Why? We are so happy. In the wakeful state, in the ignorance is there, and in the wakeful state we also have not only the ajnana is there, viparita jnana, wrong apprehension and misapprehension. Ajnana means wrong. The knowledge itself is wrong. Viparita jnana means misapprehension. Fact is that one I understood something. In the wakeful state, why ajnana and viparita jnana is there. And in the deep sleep, in my dream also ajnana is there and viparita jnana is there. If I see a good dream, I am happy. If I see a bad dream, I am sad. Ajnana and viparita jnana is our building block in the wakeful and dream. In the deep sleep, I experience the happiness. But I say, I did not know anything. So, in the deep sleep, ajnana is there, no knowledge, wrong apprehension is there, but misapprehension is not there. There is no viparita jnana. There is no viparita jnana. Only ajnana is there in my deep sleep. I say I did not know anything. No viparita jnana, not thinking something. Where was that? Yesterday in teacher's training, I was talking about that one. No viparita jnana, wrong, wrong misapprehension is not there. That is why in the wakeful or dream sleep, a dream, why we are sad? Because ajnana, ignorance, and viparita jnana. We are not understanding properly, and the teacher says something, we misconstrue that one and sulking. Why? It's a not understanding what the teacher is trying to say and misapprehension. It is suffering. In deep sleep, ajnana is only the ignorance is there, and but no misapprehension. There is nobody said my deep sleep was a horrible experience. But when we get up, it's that ignorance surfaces back. It takes us back into the wrong apprehension, wrong knowledge. Our ego trying to the project that it knows. That is the dream experience. That is called sushupta sthana. Na kanchana, he doesn't see any outer experience or no swapnam, and eki bhuta prajnana ghana, the bundle of the pitch darkness. It is the deep sleep experience, is a heavy darkness, tamasic, full of tamas is there, and we, though we are happy and to experience that bliss, many people resort to drugs and alcohol, other substance abuse. They want to get knocked off. But once your intoxication is over, you are facing the same challenges. Challenges have not gone away. You are facing the same challenge. The spirituality is all about in our wakeful dream, our partying, socializing is all about distraction. I want to distract myself so that I don't want to face myself, to face my suffering. It's avoiding distraction. Distraction, go on a holiday, socializing, I go on whatever I'm doing, it is only a distraction technology. When my holiday is over, all the party is over, I'm the same old person suffering, not happy, I'm not happy in my life. How can I enjoy? What is the lasting happiness I can have? Then it is talking about the next one, next mantra. In that one, Sri Krishna, last week I touched upon Sri Krishna in the Srimad Bhagavatam talks about what happens one who has transcended beyond the third leg, has gone into the fourth leg. Vidyate hridaya granthi chidyante sarva samshaya kshiyante chasya karmani mai driste akilatmani. When experiences that one who has gone into the fourth one, vidyate hridaya granthi, my granthi means knot, my heart is filled with darkness, ajnana, tamas, ajnana, filled with ajnana, vidyate hridaya granthi, ajnana has gone. Chidyante sarva samshayaha. Sarva samshaya means viparita jnana has gone. Ajnana has gone, viparita jnana has gone, kshiyante chasya karmani. When there is no ajnana, when there is no viparita jnana, when there is no wrong knowledge, the misapprehension, wrong apprehension and misapprehensions are not there, chasya karmani, your karma won't bind. From the outside appear to be doing a mistake, but karma no longer binds, because that person has overcome the ajnana. There is no ajnana, and viparita jnana is not there, and karma for that person, whatever karma does, won't bind. For us, karma is every step is binding us, because life is filled with ajnana and viparita jnana. How Akila Mai Drishte, one who experiences the Turiya, or me, Sri Krishna say, Mai Drishte, Akilatmani, seeing me everywhere in everyone's heart. Everyone's heart, that ajnana and viparita jnana. Last week I brought out that concept. We don't do anything without any meaning, without, there should be some benefit for us. We go to yoga class because I want to get healthy, I want to get happiness. To get something, sukha prapti, dukkha nivritti. For that dukkha nivritti, get rid of the sorrow and attain. God, fourth stage, He is making us, why He is putting us through all this, making us to do what He is going to get out of this one. What is His purpose? Why He is making us to do? It is, I talked about last week, God has no wish. For example, child, for the first time, sending the child to the kindergarten, child cries, I don't want to go, I don't want to go, I'm happy at home. But parents send the child to the kindergarten or school. The child must be thinking what they are going to get out of that one. I am suffering, I was happy at home. Why parents are sending? Parents have nothing to gain, but for the benefit of the child they are doing. For the benefit of the child. Is then can you say God is doing like a parent? Parents are doing, and we can't say it is like a parent. The God is much beyond. Parent is doing for my child. Parent won't do anything for other. My neighbor's child is not going to school, I am not worried. I am not worried, but God is all my Akilatmani, all children. For He has nothing to do, nothing to gain, for the benefit of the souls, individual souls. He makes us to go through the wakeful world, dream world, deep sleep experience. He makes us to go through all experience. Three world, wakeful world, dream world, and deep sleep world. He makes us to go through many cycles, like preparing this soul to prepare after many lives. This soul starts questioning, I have been doing the same thing, nothing has changed, what can be changed? And it is then it starts seeking out, who can help me out, who can help me out? Then it turns its attention to the one who is always free, turns its attention to the one who is always free, Chatushpat, Turiya who is always free, it starts looking at that one for the liberation. I am tired of that one. God is doing this way beyond the parents. Parents only limited, but the parents at least have my child has to complete and look after us, earn well and look after us in our old age. But God has no expectation from us. It is only for the benefit of the souls He is making us go through this experience. And the next one, the seventh one, na anta prajna, in the that chatushpat, fourth leg, it is talking about na anta prajna, na bahir prajna, na ubhaya prajna, na prajnana ghanam, na prajnam, na aprajnam, adrishta, avyaya, adrishta, avyavaharyam, agrahyam, alakshanam, achintya, avyaya upadeshyam, ekatma, pratyayasaram, prapancha upashamanam, shantam, shivam, advaitam, chaturtha manyante saha atma sa vijneyaha. Now it is talking about the 11, what is not, what is in the 4 quality. Total 15 qualities it is talking about. The fourth part, na anta prajna, no experience like your dream. It is not like your dream experience. In the 4th stage, you are dream out of control. Dream has no control. It's Turiya is not like a dream. In the dream, I can't say I want to see that dream. It is not like Netflix, I want to see that movie, you can't see. No control what you can see. Na anta prajna, it is not like dream. Na bahi prajna, it is not like going to a movie theater and watching, or seeing the outer world. It is not like what you see outside. Na ubhaya prajna, not like combination of dream and the wakeful. Sometimes we have gone into sleep and we as if somebody is talking, but we experience as if I'm seeing a dream. I start responding to somebody's asking questions, I start responding. I think whatever I'm responding, it's in the dream. Ubhaya prajna, it is not like ubhaya prajna, na prajnana ganam. It is not like the sleep experience, prajnana, pitch darkness, not like that one. Na prajnam, what you think, I know, not what you know. Your knowledge, you can't, what you know, not that one. Not at the same time, na prajnam means with your knowledge, you can't define that one. That means, can you say Chatushpat, 4th one, has no knowledge? Yeah, you cannot understand na aprajnam. So it is the through knowledge you can't. So through ignorance, can you give up? Sorry, I can't define. You can't say, you can't know. You cannot say, I know. Those who says, I know, they do not know. In the Bible also comes out, those who the shun them, those who know, they says that they know, they do not know, shun them. And it is it must have taken the inspiration from this Upanishad, Adrishta, not what you have seen through your eyes. Avyavaharyam, you cannot transact, you cannot call it by a name. God is by this name. How can you say God is this name? Who has named the God? Everyone has the names. We all have borrowed name. It is not our name. We have taken, superimposed these names onto us for few days, few months, few years. After that, it is going back. It is when we depart, name goes back. All the divine beings' names, Shiva, Ganapati, Indra, Subramanya, the Ganapati, all the Durga, it's all the names of the God alone. They have taken that one for a particular purpose, for a particular period. And it will, he is the ultimate custodian of all names. Avyavaharyam, alakshanam. Lakshana, you can't say God is this one. We want to say Rama, we identify Rama provided he has a bow and arrow in his hand. If he did not have bow and arrow, we say this is not Rama. Even if he comes in front of us or Krishna comes in front of us, we expect him to carry a flute. If he doesn't have a flute, we'll say, sorry, go back. You bring your flute, then I will identify you. Or with a peacock feather. We, Lakshana, we expect that one, God, but it says God is not confined to any Lakshana. He can take any Lakshana, but it is not only this one. Avyavaharyam, alakshanam, achintyam, beyond, you cannot think of God is like that. Chintya, chinta, you can think about, chinta means think about something which is within the realm of mind. God is beyond the realm of mind. Achintyam, alakshanam, achintyam, avyavaharyam, avyaya, avyaya, it's not subject to change. God is not subject to, I was young, I am middle-aged, tomorrow I am old. He is not subject to change. Avyayam, avyaya, upadeshyam, you cannot talk about God is like this. Upadesha, if you want to give Upadesha, your experience, you cannot talk about that one. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha, where words fall short of explaining. Pratyaya saram, most subtlest. Gross things cannot define. And prapancha upashamam, prapancha, our world, prapancha means the 5 gross elements, 5 senses, 5 tanmatras, 5 pranas, pancha. World prapancha is categorized by the 5. Prapancha upashamam. He is beyond these categories. Whatever categories for our convenience, he is beyond that one. Prapancha upashamam, shantam. Now it is talking about the positive quality. What is he? Shanta. Sha means bliss. Anta means peak. He is peak of the bliss. He is the peak of the bliss. Shivam, Shiva again. Sha means the bliss. Va means knowledge. Shiva means Jnana Ananda Swarupa. He is earlier Ananda, Shanta, peak of bliss. Here it is talking about Shiva means Jnana Ananda Swarupa. Advaitam, Advaita means na Dvaita. Dvaita means understanding, wrong understanding. Because of wrong judgment, Viparita Jnana and Ajnana. In him, in God, there is no Viparita Jnana, there is no Ajnana. He is beyond the deep sleep. Here Advaita doesn't mean what in the world we talk about Vishishta Dvaita, Dvaita, Advaita. It is not talking about that one. In God, there is no Viparita Jnana and Ajnana. That is called as Advaita. All our suffering is because of the wrong judgment, wrong notions, wrong judgment, wrong knowledge. There is no Advaita. That is why it's Jnana Ananda Swarupa. Chaturtham, Shivam, Advaitam, and Chaturtham Manyante. That is Chaturtha. That is the fourth one. Manyante sa Atma sa Vijneya. It is talking about know that one. You are always going around the merry-go go round wakeful dream and deep sleep. You know the fourth one. Fourth one, sa atma, prapancha upashamam, most subtlest. He is the prapancha, we are getting the joy only on the gross world. He is most subtlest. Pratyaya saram prapancha upashamam shantam shivam advaitam chaturtham manyante sa atma vijneya. Please know the fourth level. When you know the fourth level, your wakeful won't be the wakeful again. Dream won't be like any other dream. Your sleep won't be like any other sleep. Something extraordinary this Upanishad is talking about. Now the 8th verse we will start when we come back after the retreat. Something to discuss while on the retreat also. Om Badram Karne Vishnuyama Devaha.
Om Badram Karne Vishnuyama Devaha.
Badram Pashyemakshabherya Jatraha.
Badram Pashyemakshabherya Jatraha.
Strayangaihi Stuštuvang Swastanubihi.
Stirai Angaihi Stuštvan Swastanubihi.
Vishema Devahitam Yadayuhu.
Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuhu.
Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Now the platform open for ask me a question. Sumana, you're doing the PhD and maybe some of this one message from here also. Any question?
No questions from today.
Any
Review again, I think, listen.
and anyone Rita, any question?
No question, but I was just thinking about the last mantra that you mentioned, where the first part, if I look at it, all talks about what the experience is not like, right? So it's not like an outer experience or inner experience. So everything which it is not. And then at the end, what it says is, what will one feel when you are in that state, which is pretty much Shantam, Shivam. So, yeah, I don't think I have any questions. I think it's a lot to think about. What does it mean, and how? So I think it's we are so much into all these gross things that to think about something which is none of these is a lot. Like you said, maybe something that we have to think about during our yatra, where we let go of everything. Okay, we don't have this, we don't have that. Now what?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Something
That's something.
we can discuss also in the yatra. And any more comments, question, Jorva?
Sorry, thank you for the amazing session. I think a lot of the things that you shared today, I'm hearing for the first time. So, what I was thinking about was when you were talking about Tejas, I'm wondering, is the Tejas that you spoke about, is that same as like the ones that, for example, I was studying into like the Prana, Ojas, and Tejas?
No, Ojas and Tejas, that is the Ojas, inner energy, outer brilliance. Here, Ojas means I am seeing the dream, that light. To see the dream, what is the light? It is a special light. How can I see? It was pitch dark. I am sleeping in a dark room. Still, I am able to see. In the movie theater, pitch dark, but I can see somebody is throwing the light on the screen. I can see in my dream who is throwing that light, making me to see, through which I am seeing. What is that light? That light is called as Tejas. Tejasa.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, I was just like comparing, I guess, based on the context, the meaning slightly varies.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. I will be there in Durga Mandir on Friday, and hopefully you can come there. Yeah.
Yes, I will try my best to make
Yeah,
it.
6 o'clock. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me
And
know.
any more comment?